Hi everyone, it's me Melanie from Hammer Stardust. Welcome to another Ruby Tuesday, and this is my design team project for this month for Ruby and Pearl SO. I made an eclectic journal. It's basically full of a bunch of different digitals of hers. So if I remember where the digital comes from, I'll mention that, but I have so much stuff of hers already printed out, and I went through everything, and this is what I came up with. I did a purple sort of color scheme because I was inspired by this image when I was going through her stuff, through the digitals. I didn't use that. I ended up not using the image in the journal for some reason. I think I forgot, but let's just jump in because I tend to talk too much. This is just, I use those fat textile collages that I like to do. This is the back. So, and I really like this one. I really love how it turns out. This is a tag, and this one is from the kit La Luna, I believe. It's one of my favorite kits. One of my favorite digitals that she has. I just put a little star and a little quartz here, crystal. And you can put it in here or somewhere else. I did this as a little band so that whoever gets the journal can choose to put something in it or not. But sometimes when I'm doing a design team project, I like to include something from the digitals in the cover. So this is like a great way for me to do that. And then whoever purchases the journal can choose to not put anything in it, This is also one of my favorite tags. I love this image of the moon. So let's just jump in here. And the background here is from one of her digitals. That was another thing that inspired me. That was the first thing that I picked for the journal, was the background paper for the cover. And this is just a letter, a vintage letter, and this is from another. I think this one might be from the Le Artiste, but I'm not super sure. I'm sorry. Honestly, I haven't been feeling well or very creative at all. So to make this journal, what I did was just go into all of the stuff that I already had printed out from her and get inspired just by her designs, by her stuff, by her papers. And that is what inspired me, which is funny because I never used purple. I barely use purple. I used to not like the color purple, but I don't know, I just got inspired by that this month. So this journal is completely inspired by her basically. So I put the little tag in there. That what you hear is my door in the wind. And this is the same lace that I used in the front here. I love this lace. This is a little image from like a very old magazine that I got in some Happy Mail. And I love it. I love that. This is from her postcards, French postcards kit, digital kit. I believe that's where this one's from. I know it's postcards, and I think they're all from France. So I think it's like vintage French or antique French postcards. But I put a little flower on there, and it's backed. This is a receipt of something, like a vintage receipt, and I loved the green. I've been hoarding that one. I like invoices and receipts and stuff like that, so I tend to hoard them sometimes until you find the perfect project. But I love that green. And this is very fragile because it's really old. So pretty. And then this is the back of that, and this is just a card from one of her kits. And in the back it has this is like a digital that's backgrounds, like laces like that, and they're great to put as backgrounds. to print things double-sided because you can write in the back. This is just the vintage ticket. I did this little pocket. I don't know which digital this one's from, because I also just looked for like everything that I could find that had purple and the colors, and there was more than I thought there would be. And this is from La Luna. This one I know is from La Luna. This is another image that I love. This is an antique check, and I just put a little sticker in there that the person can just stick wherever they want. I love this one, it's so pretty. And I just put a little textile here. I'm gonna try to go faster. I always take so long. And in this journal, I chose to cover the sewing lines. So I did, this is also from one of her digitals. I'm not sure which one, but I actually loved how that turned out, like the layers and stuff in there. This is just from a little this is from a vintage book of like sewing or something. This is another sort of invoice paper. I'm not, but I like the see-through of this one. I've also been hoarding this one. This is from her digital that I used last month to make the little secret booklets, and I'll pin that video. I'm not remembering the name of the kit right now, but I printed out some of them big like this, like the original size, and this one's from that digital. This one opens up, this flips out, and in this little band that I did with fabric, I put one of my safety pin embellishments. This is also a video. I also have a video on how to make these, and I'll pin that one also if I remember to. But this one's special because after I made this one, my son decided to use the ink thing, so you see like a circle of, and I didn't notice that at first. I thought I had done that myself on purpose. You know, this thing, apparently he like came to my table and used this thing and did like an ink tick. So there's a little bit of my son's art in there also. And in the little band, I put this. This is like a piece of a letter. I love handwritten papers. It's vintage, like handwritten paper. And this tag is from the tags kit. There's a digital that's just tags, and this one's from that one. So I put it in there. This one opens up like this. So, and there's also another belly band over here. And in this one, I put a tag that I made. I used a little piece, you know, I was trying to use a little piece that I had left over that I had already cut from her digitals on this tag that I made, this like little collage eclectic tag. And this is also from one of her digitals. This one might be from the blue lady. Oh gosh, I'm terrible at remembering things. I feel so bad. But my mind has been like a mess. And this is like a little vintage paper. I like putting things in, layering them, so. There's that. And this is like a little mini postcard from like a little booklet of pictures and just a vintage envelope. The paper in the back is also a vintage paper, but I don't remember what it is. I think it's also like an invoice or a ledger type of paper. But I liked it because it's really strong. So you can bend it and use it. And it had a blank part, so you can just journal on here. And this is also from one of her kits, from one of her digitals, and I backed this one with a vintage paper because the back was white. So pretty. This is a paper that I coffee dyed. Oh, let me fix this. This is a paper that I coffee dyed. And these are also dyed. These papers are also dyed. The ones that you see, they're like color papers, but I dyed them with coffee, so they look older. Oh, and I love this postcard. I've been hoarding this one too. I love the gold and the deep purple color. And this is just a little vintage ticket number sort of thing. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's so cool. And in this one, this flips out and there's like a belly band sort of thing here, and I made a tag. So I put this tag in there that I made with the little textile bundle on the top. I love that. And this is also from that kit, Antique Flowers prints maybe. It's from, this is the same kit that I used in the last video, so I love that. And that's the back. I left the lace from the belly band on here, and I thought that, you know, whoever buys it, because I thought of doing that, like gluing it here, so it's like a whole, it holds this together. But I thought maybe the person who buys it can figure it out if they want to glue it there or glue it over here, or just cut it and use it somewhere else. But it is binded into the book, so if you cut it out, it's gonna come out on the other side. You will have to leave it a little bit here. This is a tuck spot. This is also a digital from hers, and in here I put this. This is from a book that I have that I coffee dyed the pages to make them look like that, because the pages were very white, and sometimes I want them to look older, you know. And this is a piece of ledger paper. I put a little bit of like a textile here, but it's see-through, so you can't really see it that much. And then here I covered the sewing with one of her Invoice. This is from her Invoices digital, I believe. And I covered, I don't know, I liked doing that. And this is a sticker. I love that. I can't remember the name of this one either. Oh, but you will be able to find this one, I think, just by the images. I love this kit. This is so pretty, and I just put like a, this is like another invoice or receipt type of paper and this stamps sort of thing, because I just wanted it to look like layers here. This is an image that I had from the last project that I had left over and already cut out. I included it in there. This is the other side of that one, and this is the other side of that one with the type, and it was already folded like this, so I just left it like that. I guess whoever purchases the journal can rip it out or can use the flip out, because this is really good paper and it has that nice color. This is from her Invoices also, and then I did this little pocket with this fabric swatch thing from one of her digitals, and I put a little fabric swatch, but I thought about gluing it, but I thought maybe I make it like a little flip and you could write something in here. And I put some stuff in the pocket. This is from a book. This is like a recipe and a little guest check thingy. Oh, that all just fits in there. Okay. There you go. There you go. This is the other side of the flower one, and I was gonna, this one flips out like that because I was gonna do it a pocket, but then I thought sometimes I think it's best to leave it like this, and if the person who gets the journal wants to make it a pocket, they can glue it, or they can just use it as a flip or rip it out, or you know, there's more options for them. I love this one so much. So there's that, and then there's the other side of that paper, and I put another one of those antique flower prints on there, and this little vellum that I dyed that can be used in the journal to embellish things, but also looks really cool on this side. The way I did it, I just wanted it to look layered like this on this side. This is one of my favorite layouts, and this is another one of her digitals. I cut it out like this. It looks like this, like a little lace piece, and I cut it out and glue it on here. I love that. And there's this playing card that went perfect with the colors, and this is a little piece of like a vintage label, I think from Spain. I'm not sure, but I think it's from Spain because it's in Spanish. And this is a tag that I made. I made this tag a while ago. Sometimes I do like this, you know, I'll collage tags. I'll do a bunch of them at once, and this is one of those. I love this one. So I've had that one laying around for a while. And in the back is just a piece of like a vintage little magazine. I like this image. I thought it would look good in here. There's that. This is from another one of her digitals, and it's backed by the lace one. This is the other side of that page, and I think that's it. This is the other side of the front paper that I love, and it's in this beautiful. So that's it. That's my project for Ruby and Pearl XO. I hope that wasn't too long and I didn't talk too slow, but yeah, just go. I'm gonna have all of her links in my description box, her Instagram, her Etsy shop, everything, so you can check her out. And check out also the hashtags so you can see everyone else's projects that they've done in the design team. And yeah, just thank you for watching the whole video. Thank you for being here. If you liked it, you know, you can like the video, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, and stick around for more videos like this. And as always, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bye.